YouTube, how you doing? Raj here. I hope you guys are well. Tonight I am back with a review on a fragrance from the house of by Kilian, and this one is called Straight to Heaven. So before I go into like the description and telling you about everything which I think of the fragrance, let me just briefly explain to you the different sizes this fragrance comes in. So first of all, you get this travel set, which comes with 4 of these. These are 7.5 ml atomizers, and also in that set you get this. This is like a travel spray holder, which is like, it's like a work of art, like it's on its own. It comes with a K there. You get a magnetic cap, great for putting into your suit jacket or into your bag or your handbag. If you're a woman or a man carrying a handbag, who am I to judge? And that is £100. Actually, when I bought this fragrance, this set didn't cost that much, and I've noticed that by Kilian have really pushed up their prices quite a lot over the past couple of years. So that's one option. You then have a 50 ml refill, which is like a kind of like a jar, which you can unscrew and then pour into this, and that costs £90. And then you've got the full, the full works. A lacquered box, and then you get this amazing bottle, and 50 ml cost £175. So cheap it ain't. Definitely prices. I was actually surprised. I didn't realize they had gone up so much. And then in US dollars, the price ranges from 145 to 245. So expect to pay quite a lot. But it's cool that they offer these different options. I do like that. Notes in this fragrance, according to Lucky Scent, are Martinican rum, dried fruits, Javanese nutmeg, hedione, cedarwood, Indonesian patchouli, ambergris, vanilla absolute, and white musk. So I have actually sampled this fragrance a couple of years ago. I then decided to go for this set, and then I sold off the other 3 and just kept this. And it's really nice. I really like this fragrance. It's a very sort of evening wear fragrance. It's like a going out to a bar, kind of club environment, maybe like a date night. I wouldn't wear this at work. I wouldn't wear this on casual nights. I would say reserve it for probably a more special occasion. I think a lot of people, what they like to do with fragrances that are on the more expensive side is reserve them for these special occasions. I don't always do that myself. But I can see why people do it, and I think this would be a good option. Yeah, performance on this fragrance, honestly, on me is not that great. I get about 4, 5, 6 if I'm lucky hours, and it never jumps off my skin. It's there, it's noticeable, but it's almost immediately a skin scent. Some people hate that. Some people actually prefer that. So a lot of reviewers will talk about, oh, this fragrance doesn't jump off my skin, and people who are, in another room can't smell me. Not everybody wants that, and just because a fragrance isn't loud doesn't mean it's a bad fragrance. Yeah, so longevity, performance, yeah, I've mentioned all those points. The best part of this fragrance is this beautiful rum accord. I feel it is the highlight of this fragrance, and really is definitely the best note I find. It's ultra smooth, it's a touch spicy. They've really kind of captured this rum accord really nicely, like rum in the barrels, the wood soaking up this rum, and yeah, I love it. I really do like it. I really do like this part of the fragrance. It has a kind of vanilla aspect to it, which adds a nice sweetness, and is great. I think that's the best part of the fragrance. Later on, as the fragrance develops, and yeah, it does become quieter, there is this typical white musk accord that you'll find in a lot of fragrances, and a smooth kind of nutmeg, like I don't really know this scent, what I'm about to say, but I get this feeling like nutmeg oil warmed up. I don't know what that actually smells like, but I kind of get this warm spice accord later on. And that's it really. I don't really get much else in this fragrance. All these other notes I've mentioned. Maybe a kind of fruity accord, like a dry fruit accord. Yeah, but to be honest, it's not the main note. It's not the note that shines the most on my skin. And this fragrance doesn't shine as much as I would like it to. It lacks a kind of presence. Even if it's close to the skin, I would like more development. I would like the notes a few more notes to stand out on my skin, and it just doesn't, unfortunately, doesn't work that way on me. You know, fragrances that I find not exactly similar to this, but would be better alternatives. One is from the House of Frappan, and that is 1270, which goes in this direction of rum and dried fruits, but is much more sweeter. Also, another alternative, which I've only kind of realized recently, is from Tom Ford, and that is oud wood. I kind of feel there are similarities in the opening. The opening of Straight to Heaven and oud wood later on in the mid to dry down of this fragrance. And I wouldn't be surprised if some of the ingredients in oud wood are also here. Maybe patchouli, maybe there's an oud accord in there somewhere. Something quite exotic is definitely in both fragrances, but oud wood has much more presence and is much more just better overall, basically, without going into too much more detail. So I kind of feel slightly disappointed, but I do like this fragrance and I will wear it till the end. I'm going to give it a rating of 7 out of 10. Really, the thing about this is that the scent I find is very nice, but then it doesn't give me more in terms of other notes, and I would like it to last a little bit longer. So there you go, guys. Let me know your thoughts on anything really, just the House of Kilian, this fragrance. Do you have it? Do you own it? Do you dislike it? Do you love it? Whatever you have to say, say it. And check out my Facebook page if you haven't done so already. Thanks for watching. Thank you to all the new subscribers. One thing I completely forgot to mention, I was supposed to say this, but I hope you guys had a good Christmas. And yeah, I appreciate your support. Take care, guys.